What a crappy game. A winnable game, but they deserved to lose that game. Broke up their 5-game winning streak. Maybe that's why they signed Kenta Maeda a couple weeks ago, and they signed Paul Blackburn today because of the guys that there's still pitchers that we cannot depend on, right? Unfortunately. So there's that. We'll box score this. Luis Hill, he was decent. 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 3 Ks, 93 pitches. He's making progress each time he comes out. Camille Duvall came in, not good, really. A third of an inning, 2 hits, 1 run. And Mark Leiter Jr. came in, cleaned it up, two-thirds. Luke Weaver, not that great. 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 1 run, 2 walks. He seems to be tired as well. Tim Hill came in with an inning, pretty clean. And Yuri Del Santos came in, 1 1/3, 1 hit, 2 runs. Gave up that big-ass 2-run home run to Roman Anthony there. And to put them ahead officially. So Trent Grisham was 0 for 5. Aaron Judge 1 for 4. Cody Bellinger 1 for 4. Giancarlo Stanton was 0 for 4. Ben Rice 2 for 3 with a home run. And I think that's his 20th home run, actually. Jazz Chisholm 2 for 4. Paul Goldschmidt 2 for 3. Ryan McMahon 0 for 4. And Anthony Volpe 0 for 4. Rice also hit a triple there. Gave us some energy. But the team made a couple. They left 10 guys on base. And they made this 4 errors. Ben Rice, Luis Hill, Paul Goldschmidt, and Jazz Chisholm. Just sloppy play all around. Sloppy play all around. So let this be the kick in the teeth they get today. They got to come back and win tomorrow. Period. So around the horn, Cardinals beat the Rays 7-4. The Astros beat the Orioles 7-2. The Padres beat the Giants 8-4. The Nationals beat the Mets 9-3. Rockies 9-5 over the Dodgers 9-5 over the Rockies. Brewers 4-1 over the Cubs. Royals 6-4 over the Rangers. Athletics 8-3 over the Twins. The Blue Jays were off, so we did lose a half a game to the Blue Jays. So, and that's it for the Yankees today. That's it. Hopefully they go with a different lineup tomorrow. You really, really do. And again, they have to do better against the AL East teams. They really, really do. Can't keep playing like that. They just can't. They had opportunities, didn't capitalize on them. Freaking Ben Rice hit that triple. I mean, 2 terrible at bats from Jazz Chisholm and Paul Goldschmidt after that. Couldn't even drive the guy in. They gotta. I mean, if they win 3 and then they win the rest, if they split the series, I'd be happy to. They win 2 out of the next 3, but I would love if they won 3 and won the series. But we'll see. I'll take a split at this point. The way they played today, they need to come back tomorrow and play better, and they're going to need Max Fried to pitch better too. Tomorrow's pitching matchup is going to be Brian Bello versus Max Fried. 7:15 tomorrow. 7:05. Wait. 7:05 tomorrow night. Yeah, McMahon was 0 for 4. Yeah, but he didn't make an error. It was close for innings. Even the Red Sox left a bunch of guys on base too. But at the end of towards it there, Roman Anthony hit that big 2-run home run and put them up 6-3 over 4-3. So, and there was some pretty bad ball and strike calls by the umpires too. I agree with that too, Ken. No. But pretty bad situational hitting by the team today. They have to they got to play better tomorrow. They really, really do. Right? No. And again, maybe that's why they brought in Paul Blackburn today on a contract in Kenta Maeda. So they have some innings eaters. Apparently, Ryan McMahon and it sounds like Fernando Cruz are going to be here for the Nationals series in a couple days. They'll be back. That's what I'm hearing today. So we'll see if that remains. Right? So Yeah, way too many guys on base. Way too many errors today. 4 errors, just sloppy play, sloppy situational hitting, just across the board. So it is what it is. It is what it is. They got to be. They have to be better tomorrow. There's no excuses. They just have to be better tomorrow. Right. That's it. Yarborough will be back in a couple days. Yep. Yarborough and Cruz. They'll both be back in a few days. Yep. Yeah, I mean, Caballero. My guess is You might see Caballero and Rosario in there tomorrow. You need some. This Red Sox team is fast. They're athletic. They're feisty. We need those. Those are two of our more, energetic players who put the ball in play, who just make things happen. I would rather have. We got to figure out a way to get them in there. Yep. Yep. Volpe's not really the problem, Simon. He's not really the problem. He wasn't the reason they lost today. Yo, NFE, my man. What's going on, bro? Rosario, yeah. And Caballero in there. Yeah. No, he's not the problem, Joanne. Okay. There's a lot of guys that were ineffective today. If you want to just blame Volpe for everything, go right ahead. No scapegoat him, go right ahead. Yeah, Stan, when that broken bat thing, I mean, he could have had a ham sandwich at shortstop and still throw Stanton out at first base. He just can't run, man, unfortunately. Yeah. But yeah, way too many errors. Just sloppy play all across the board today. All across the board. Yeah. No, people just like to blame Volpe because that's the talking points fed to us by other channels. Volpe, boom, constant. The constant. Right? Why is he a starting shortstop? Because they don't have a better option right now, Joanne. That's why. Yeah, I mean, he's got a lot of putouts. He's probably going to get 20 home runs and 80, 90 ribbies too. So he's actually batting more than he's actually producing more than several of the other shortstops around the game. So the $300 million shortstops. It's another reason. But some people don't want to listen to that. It's just the same. Listen to other people's talking points and narratives on YouTube and Twitter. Blame Volpe. Let's see what someone else is blaming Volpe for today. Let that be my talking point today. Let's see how they blame Boone tomorrow. That's going to be my argument tomorrow. They're not going to go for Bichette. It's not happening, Joanna. It's not happening. Who is the problem? Fair weather fans are the problem. Okay. So many fans who don't have a clue about baseball. Who spent more time trashing the team than actually trying to triage what's going on, how to make things better. I didn't say fans, Simon. I said the fair weather fans. They're awful. Don't compare them to other elite. What other elite shortstops, man? What other elite shortstops? Yeah, they could bench Grisham. He's been playing well. He had 2 home runs yesterday, but you can sit Grisham. And that's why you can get in Rosario. You can get in Caballero. Just rotate these guys on a sitting basis, right? Dominguez has not earned the right to sit any of the outfielders. We got to stop with the Dominguez thing. Okay, He's not better than any of the outfielders we have. I'm the problem, Robert. Okay. Okay. Sticking I didn't even mention Boone, Robert. Right? Why don't you come on the screen, dude? Come on the screen and let's talk about it. I'll let you have your words. I'll let you have the platform. I played baseball too, Robert. Doesn't mean you're all knowing. I never said I was all knowing either. I could tell you whatever I want to tell you, Robert. I played too. And nobody mentioned Boone except you, Robert. You're the only one that's mentioned him. Hmm? Have you noticed that? Rice is a better catcher than he is a first baseman, but he still needs to. I think he's going to be the starting first baseman next year. I do. I mean, I hope they get Caballero and Rosario in there tomorrow. Yeah, you can't autopsy the season with 35 games left. Yeah, yeah, they're better than people think. In Block. Hmm. They're not scrubs. The Red Sox. They have a young, dynamic team. They also have one of the top farms in baseball. So, mhm. Yep, exactly right, Angela. Terrible game today. Terrible, terrible. Mm-hmm. McMahon is a problem at third. I wouldn't say about that. He's got pretty good defense, and he's outplaying Eugenio Suarez, the big bopper that everybody said the Yankees need to get. And he's outplaying Brian Hayes. So, mm, I'm not talking about you, CeeLo. Trash Volpe. I'm not talking about you, my man. Yeah, John Smoltz on there. Like, God, please get him out of there. It's just terrible. Well, exactly, Buckeye. I think if I had to predict, Jazz Chisholm will obviously he still has another year in his contract, but I don't think they're going to extend that Jazz Chisholm right now. I don't think they will. Yep. 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 Yeah. McMahon's got to find his footing offensively, but he wasn't brought here because of his offensive prowess. He was brought here because he was an elite defender. Right? And they're not going to pay $40 million here for Alex Bregman. I don't know why people think he's going to opt out, and there's no way he's going to get more than $40 million here. So why would he opt out? Doesn't make any sense there either. Yeah, Smoltz doesn't really. He makes it clear that he dislikes the Yankees. Huh? He makes it clear. It's the Yankees owned him, man. Aiden, what's going on, man? Yep. But he can do what he wants, John Smoltz, right? He also played for the Red Sox after the Braves. He was their closer, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the Giants are pounding the Patriots right now. The Jets play the Eagles tomorrow, so that'll be another good one. I'll cross that bridge when it comes, randomly. But his average isn't below 200 yet, so yeah. But like I said, I would sit him at least once a week to play Caballero or Rosario, one of these guys, and I would sit Jazz once a week. I would sit McMahon once a week. That's 3 games at least that Caballero can play in each week. Let these guys rest. Let them be, rested and ready for the postseason, the end of the season. Mets, yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm not really sweating the Mets, in all honesty. Daniel Berry, what's up? Yeah, and again, he's outperforming Eugenio Suarez. Um, Remember everybody saying we need to trade Spencer Jones and George Lombard for Suarez. He sucks right now. He had a couple doubles against the Mets the other day. It was the Phillies, but aside from that, he's barely hitting 200. Yeah, we'll see what happens with the Mets. I mean, I don't. They're not going to get past the Phillies, so I'd be shocked if that happens. If they don't make the playoffs, then they'll do something. There'll be something, all right? The bullpen, yeah, I mean, still they got to figure it out, man. And like they need Yarbrough back here because he gives long relief. They need Cruz back here too, and like they signed Paul Blackburn today. He can give them some innings. So it looks like they need that right now. As for Duvall's, I think he's going to need the offseason to work on stuff with give Blake a full offseason to work with Duvall to figure out how to utilize him best. He's got to work on his release points. He walks too many guys. So let the Mets get Kyle Tucker. Good for them. I could care less. Yeah, that's what McMahon. I mean, yeah, same thing. A+ fielder and league average hitter. We knew that ahead of time. And then Suarez was like an elite bat with an F-rated glove, and now he's not even hitting that well. So that's just the way that it is. Yeah, that's his release point. He's got to work on his better release points. The ball, because he does have a big arm. He throws hard too, and he got a lot of movements. But he's got to get those release points because he can either dominate right down the middle with movement or just be way the hell wild and walk guys. So Jones will be up in 3 to 4 years. No, he'll be up in by next year, the latest. Spencer Jones, maybe even September 1st. Yeah, it's not my decision, Matt. It's not my decision to make the shortstop job available. I mean, they could be quietly doing it. We don't know. But again, not worried about Volpe. Volpe's not costing them games right now. And so many people love to talk about Volpe. They drafted what 4 shortstops, really good ones. So he probably knows there's a target on his back. Now he hasn't had a guy like Spencer Jones in decades. Jones, Cashman. He hasn't had a guy that good, offensively that good, and I can't remember. Yeah, I think Grisham played himself to a good contract. He'll probably get a qualifying offer, reject it, and then sign elsewhere, I think. Yep. Yeah, a decade ago, Joe. Yeah, Judge, the last one. And he had the same thing going on with that Spencer Jones had with the high strikeouts. Spencer Jones has cut down on the strikeouts, but his offensive performance are more robust than Judge was. Right? Don't be. I wouldn't be surprised if they look into um, shortstop in the trade market. I wouldn't be surprised. You never know, and the Yankees are not going to talk about it either, because you have these other people who just run with it and create these lying ass videos and conspiracy theories and all this stuff, which they're notoriously they do all the time, right? All the time. Pirate 20. Yeah, Christian for Skeens. Yeah. Get Skeens at elite outfielder out there. Yeah. Lombard, I can't see him 2027. He needs a full year in AAA. If he comes up next year, it'll probably be September call up. But he will not be the starting shortstop in 2026. Out managing Boone, I'm not even thinking about that. This is one game. There's 3 more games left. But I know people are talking about that on Twitter. Like I said, I don't really waste my time with Twitter narratives right now. No. The Red Sox outplayed the Yankees. They did. Red Sox also left a bunch of guys on base, so they made a lot of similar mistakes than the Yankees did. Lombard has 0 chance of becoming the starting shortstop in 2026. 0. Mm-hmm. Duval still needs to work on some stuff. There's no doubt about that. No doubt about it. Well, yeah, this is what you have all these channels. Yankees Digest, some of these other channels peddling conspiracy theories nonstop. People on Twitter peddling conspiracy theories. Bunch of lies. Right? You know what I'm talking about, Consiglietti. That article you sent me was someone's lying about that. It's a bait, straight up lie. Looking there, this is what people peddle bullshit for clicks and views. They do it all the time. Propaganda sells more than facts do. It's that simple. Right? No. Well, Grish is going to be a free agent, so you can't give up him for Skeens for for good. I'm glad you don't. They would, and I. It's not worth watching. Well, anyway, Lombard has 0 chance being the starting short. I'll tell you again, 0 chance being the starting shortstop in 2026. Out of spring training, it's not happening. No, he will not, Matt. I'm telling you right now. Hmm. I appreciate that, Buckeye. Yeah. It's just, this is why. I mean, like, yeah. And people tell me they play baseball, and I can't say anything, even though I play baseball too. Like, I mean, let's get real, guys. Come on. Don't do the propaganda stuff the other people do. People are desperate to get people angry and outraged and all that stuff. For what? For what? This is a loss. The loss sucked. Yes, the Yankees have 3 more games with the Boston Red Sox. We'll see how they do at the end of the series. They just won 5 in a row, too, so they have some momentum. Let's see if they can make less errors and play cleaner ball tomorrow. And Max Fried needs to pitch better, right? He needs to give us some length because he used a lot of relievers today. There's a lot of BS AI Yankees channels. It's just ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. It takes a while, AJ, and that's a good point. Did I mention that before? Transition from the NL to the AL is a longer transition than going from AL to NL. You're right about that. That's a good point. Mm-hmm. Chris, yeah, yeah, exactly, Comenza. It's ridiculous, man. It's just ridiculous. Can't, yeah, I'm surprised too. Me too. Yep. I don't think that particular geographical line realignment would happen. I think it's problematic. It's problematic. Yeah, we got real G's up in here. Let's be good, folks. Let's be good here. They make everything a competition, Matt. Every position a competition. That's how Volpe beat out Peraza. It was a competition a couple years ago, and he did legitimately beat out Peraza for shortstop because of the competition they had. Well, I think the Yankees, the East, it was Yankees, Mets, Red Sox, and Phillies. That's a bloodbath division, and it's almost like they're purposely trying to omit one or two of those teams from the playoffs, which is I think that particular division would need to change a little bit. But 8 divisions of 4 teams each, that's crazy. That's crazy. But if they expand to 2 teams, then it would go 32, and then 8 times 4 would make sense at that point. Right? Yep. Yes, indeed. I said, I'll say it again too, Matt. I would not have a problem sitting, Jazz once a week. Just, just even though he had 2 hits today, he was bad when we needed him to be good. So all we needed him to do is put the ball in the air, right? Let Ben Rice tag up. Him and Goldschmidt couldn't even do that. So yeah, I'm curious to see what teams. I know Nashville's got a run. I mean, I think Don Mattingly's part of that movement. I think to get Nashville a franchise. So we'll see. But I don't know. I have no idea. A bunch of free agents. That's what that's why you have all these minor leaguers from AAA, and they'll have a whole. And that's another thing. Do they have to create teams, or they'll realign some minor league teams too? And it takes a lot of work. It would take a lot of work. But I'm sure they're probably working on this already. So it sounds like it's going to be in the next CBA. One of the things that's probably one of the things that's actually can probably be agreed upon in the CBA. That's just more players. That means more salaries, more revenue in the game, more players for the agents to represent. So they're going to be, and players union is going to be in favor of it. An expansion draft. I mean, I wonder if they would ever consider, the college draft and the international draft at once. I don't know if they would, but kind of like the NBA. Everybody. Well, yeah, the bullpen's gassed. They want Blackburn. He's going to give him some innings, I think. And then who knows how long he'll stay. Just like Kenta Maeda, who knows how long he'll stay. But maybe these guys can give them some innings for now, which gives time for them not to have to rush Yarborough back, not to have to rush Cruz back and some of these other guys. Canadian or Mexican team. Well, I would be cool with the Expos, man. I always enjoy the Expos. Just gotta get a better stadium. That stadium sucked. Stadium was so bad. Yeah, I mean, I can't wait for Judge to get back to the outfield at some point too. So, and I do agree, Jonathan, include trading draft picks in the draft as well. Yup, yup, yup. Yeah, I mean, Maeda and Blackburn can spot start and relieve. So, and those are right-handed guys that can give long relief. Yarbrough could be the lefty long relief. One of those two guys can be right-handed long relief because they're both righties. So I'll wrap this up in a minute too. No, I'm gonna get back. Gotta get up and do my training in the morning. So. Mhm. Why not pitch to Bregman? He pitched to Bregman. Bregman got an opposite field hit. And if they pitch decent, I don't know. Depends on how they have to pitch decently for a decent sample size to be considered. We'll see. Maybe one of them for right-handed long relief. Maybe one of them. No. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Buckeye. The made men are here. Buckeye's here. The Consigliere's here. Clemens is here. The guys with the buttons are here. You know, got your button. You're a made guy. Mm-hmm. We gotta have a sit down, gentlemen. Talk about it. One or two other guys I think might be eligible for initiation into the made guy family. Want to get your takes on it, gentlemen? No, I'm not losing hopes around that. Not after one ugly loss today. It was a winnable game that they lost themselves. They deserve to lose this game by the way they played. The books are only open for maybe one or two, Clemenza. But I want to talk to you and Consigliere and the Buckeye and Ken. We got to see who. Yeah, I wanted to see. I want to open the books up for CeeLo. So CeeLo's one of the people I wanted to open up the books for. Page 600. That's some serious pension right there. 600. My God. Yeah, they got in their own way today. There's no doubt about it, man. Just got to shake it off and come back tomorrow, man. Everybody needs to be better tomorrow. Everybody needs to be better. Period, man. They had a nice stretch in this 5-game winning streak. They got a lot of the output out offensively. And at some point, they were going to find. I didn't think it was going to be Lucas Giolito, but he's got a funky ass, like, wind up and it's a weird way he pitches, man. Yup. So we got Buckeye and Consigliere and Clemenza. We got to talk about opening up the books for CeeLo. Got to have a sit down. Rosario's been he's got good energy. Hits lefties well. I love Rosario's energy, and he got hurt because he hustled, he crashed face first into the wall. So, but he's back now. So I expect him to be in it tomorrow, and probably Caballero too. I would figure out a way to get both of them in there. No, Even if you sit Volpe and someone else, right, and give one of these guys in, and then sit Jazz and Volpe, something like that, and play Caballero and Rosario. Get the paper, get the paper. Yeah. Seal already knows. Seal already knows, man. He's got to get a confirmation from Consigliere too. It's got to be unanimous. Got to make sure all the capos are in unison here. Capo regimes. One last one. I hear you, man. We'll wrap this up. I think my wife has Christmas music upstairs. Oh, man. Well, we'll get the confirmation from the Consigliere, and then we'll make it official there, CeeLo. That's right. But gentlemen, ladies, go have a great night. Let's just shake this off. Tomorrow's another day. Right? Pissed, but there's no need to let it destroy our night. Right? So yeah, take your time with the walk, Spiegel. Yeah. Take your time. But have a great night, everybody. Really, peace and love to all of you. You're the best. And we'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow with news, lineups, and anything else that happens too. So, folks, love you. You're the best. Get your 10K steps in. See you tomorrow. Peace.